What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. It is a chilly day here on the farm. Fall is definitely in the air. As you guys can see, the old 7.3 is having a little trouble starting in this colder weather. So I got to go through, do a little bit of work on it. Figured I'd show you guys, and it might help some of you guys out. So for anybody that has owned a 7.3 long enough, you will know that these are warm-blooded animals. They do not love the cold weather. They don't do great in it, especially if your glow plug system is not working the way it should be, which is a relatively common issue with these trucks. For me, I already knew exactly what it was before all of this started happening and the weather started dropping. I tested this beforehand, so I knew this was going to come. It did surprise me that at high 30s, low 40s, this truck had that much trouble starting, but it is what it is. Like I said, these are warm-blooded beasts. Very, very quick rundown for those of you guys that may be new to diesels or new to these trucks is they have a glow plug system. And what that does is it's a glow plug in each cylinder that gets red hot when you're getting ready to start the engine. That's what the wait to start light is. It gets red hot in each cylinder, which helps ignite the diesel on cold start mornings. On regular warm days, it doesn't really matter if you have it or not, but as the weather gets colder and colder, these trucks rely on it more and more. Now, if you have a good, strong, healthy glow plug system and it's all working properly, these trucks can start in some pretty darn cold temperatures without much issue. But if they're not working optimally, you will know pretty darn quickly, because your truck isn't going to want to be starting on cold mornings. It is pretty common for these glow plug relays to go out. Not crazy, but it's something that just happens. They get a lot of use on these trucks. Every single time you start it, they actuate and are used, and eventually they just go out. Now, if you buy aftermarket parts and not motorcraft parts, you're probably going to be doing this once a year. So that's my warning. If you're going to be doing this, buy once, cry once, buy a motorcraft relay, and be done with it. It'll last you a lot longer. I will put a link down to the relay I'm using that in the description. You guys already know my go-to parts provider for these diesel 7.3s is Riff Raff Diesel. This is where I got my replacement from. They're my go-to shop for all the 7.3 related components. So like I said, I went through and tested mine already. I already know my glow plug relay is bad, so I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through how to test it on your end and check on your end, so you guys can check to see if it's your glow plug relay that's gone bad, or maybe it's actually your glow plugs and you got to do a little bit of a deeper dive to do that. But for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a quick and easy test on your glow plug relay to know if you're good to go for this winter. And I'll give you a little hack in emergent situations that will help you get by if you're out and you need to get the truck running. So I'm going to throw you guys up on the head cam and I'll show you guys what to look for. Alrighty guys, so here we are under the hood. All generations of Powerstrokes will look similar to this. It may not be exactly the same. This exact configuration is for a 99 and a half or late 99 and up. If you have an early 99 or earlier, you're not going to have this relay. And the OBSs are a little bit different in here, but for the most part, your relay is going to be in about the same spot. If you have a California compliant model, you got your glow plug control module, which this is going to be different. And honestly, I don't know how to check or test those ones. So this video isn't for you, but if you have these two relays here or one of these relays here, this will be how you check it. So just a little anatomy for you guys. This is your intake air heater relay. Ignore that, that's the one up front. And then this relay back here is your glow plug relay. This is the culprit. This is what turns on and off your glow plugs, and this is what I need to be replacing. So if you have the two relay setup, it is the one in the back that is your glow plug relay. Ignore the one in the front if you have it. So show you guys how to do a very quick and easy diagnosis of this is get yourself a test light or a voltage meter. I'm going to use a test light because it's easier. So anatomy of this relay. This is your power in terminal that's always hooked up to battery power. That will always be constant and powered on. this upper terminal here, signal power that comes from the truck's computer. So when you turn the key on, you should be receiving power to this terminal, and your test light should light up, or you should be getting voltage to it. Now this is your power out terminal, so when the relay receives power here, it'll turn on the relay or flip the relay and send power from here through the relay out this terminal into your glow plug system. I don't have somebody here to test it for me, and I've already tested it to know that it's bad, but what you should be able to do is just do it quick and easy. Make sure you have power here, have somebody go in, or you can do it yourself if you're quicker, and turn your key on. When you turn your key on, you should receive power there, and you should also be receiving power there. Ignore this outer terminal here. Honestly, I don't know exactly what it's for. It's something to do with signal in and signal out, but I tested my relay. Obviously I have power there. When I turn the key on, I get power there, but I do not get any power out, so the relay is not flipping, which means that it's not working and I need to replace it. So that's as simple as it is to test it out. Nice and easy to do, takes 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot more to be said about it. So what I'm going to be doing is taking that relay out and replacing it with a nice shiny new one. So I am going to get to work on that, and we will test it out to see if it seems to start a little bit better once the glow plugs are actually working. Alrighty guys, there we go. New relay is in its place. So we're going to take the test light again. As you can see, it's lighting up. So now I'm going to see if I can prop it up in that spot there. If I can set you guys up in a way that you can see that it turns on. Alright, we got power. Alright, so you guys just saw that we have power going to that other terminal now, which means the relay should be working. So we're going to hop in the cab and see how it starts. Alrighty, here we go. I can also see that the voltage gauge is reading lower than it would have been before because the glow plugs are drawing power. Wait to start, lights on. Fires right up, nice and easy. Oil temps only at 57, so it's a little warmer than it was this morning, but still, I don't see any smoke anymore out of the exhaust, which means we're getting a pretty good burn. She's looking golden. You can see battery voltage down at 11.7. Glow plugs are probably still on at this point. We'll watch it for a minute. It should jump up to 14 once they turn off. Boom, there you go. The glow plugs just turned off and you can see the voltage raising pretty quickly. It'll work its way up to a little over 14. Well, there you guys go. That is all it takes to replace your glow plug relay on one of these trucks. Honestly, very, very simple job to do. Me doing it from a wheelchair, barely focusing more on trying to balance up on the ladder than actually focusing on the relay. I did it in 20 minutes, so I know you guys can definitely get it done quicker than that. Very, very easy job to do. And as you guys saw, compared to the start this morning versus the start now, night and day difference. No more smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. Fired up, nice and easy, couple seconds of cranking. Like I said, I had already tested all this, so I knew the glow plug relay was bad. And then I went out hunting and it was giving me issues on 40, 45 degree mornings. And so I'm like, all right, well, now it's actually time to do it. So I hit up Riff Raff and got one ordered, got one in the mail, and put it on in. Nice and easy. Should be good to go for a while longer. Also, I told you guys that there was a little bit of a trick or hack. If you guys find yourself in the situation where it's a cold morning and your truck is just not starting and you're pretty sure that your glow plugs aren't turning on, Obviously, most people don't keep one of these relays on hand. It's not a big deal. Any piece of metal that you have, preferably a little beefier, screwdriver, heavy duty wire, something, just use it to jump that power terminal to the exit power terminal. Like you're kind of jumping an old school starter. Use your wire or screwdriver or wrench or whatever it is. You can jump them, hold it on there for 10-15 seconds, and then go into the cab and turn the truck on, and it should fire up pretty good. That's a pretty good workaround. That's actually what I ended up doing when we're out hunting. We used some probably 14 or 12 or 14 gauge wire. I will say be careful on what you're using, because when we're using that wire, it was on the thinner side, and it got very toasty very quickly. So be careful what tool you're going to use. But if you find yourself in the situation where you need to get the truck running and started, and you're pretty sure your glow plug relay is bad, you can always just jump it. I know for all you guys out there that have lived with these trucks for a long time, this is probably really, really basic knowledge. But for anybody that out there that is new to these trucks, maybe this is their first diesel they've ever owned, maybe this is the first truck they've ever owned, hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. It can definitely make your life a lot easier or harder if you know this or don't know it. So as we're heading into winter and you run into these colder months, colder mornings, you may find yourself in this situation. Maybe your truck's smoking a whole lot more on startup. It seems to be taking longer to crank. It's worth checking your glow plug relay to see if it's good. If your glow plug relay is good, then you're going to have to start working into your actual glow plugs themselves on whether they're good. And that's a whole different video. I won't be covering that in this, but I know there's resources out there that show you how to do it. And down the road, I might make a video showing how to do it as well. But I'm sure this video is long enough. Hopefully you guys found it useful or helpful. If you guys did find it useful or helpful, or you just found it entertaining, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment down below saying you found it helpful, or just leave me a comment down below saying, hey, I love interacting with you guys and it helps the channel out a ton. The more you guys like these videos, the more you guys comment on these videos, the more YouTube shares it with other people out there that may be interested in the same stuff. I think that's it for now. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it this far, you guys are the best. I'll catch you guys on the next one.